Getting pulled over for holding a phone while driving is a quick way to ruin a Tuesday morning, yet folks still try to juggle calls on the highway. Enter this little clip-on visor accessory that tries to solve the hands-free dilemma without demanding an engineering degree to operate. Honestly, what stands out right off the bat is how remarkably painless the setup is. There's no messing around with complicated apps or weird PIN codes. It basically pairs itself to a phone the second it powers up, which is a massive relief for anyone who gets annoyed by modern tech friction. Now, audio quality on tiny speaker units can usually sound like a tin can underwater, but this thing actually holds its own. Calls come through loud and surprisingly sharp, thanks to some clever digital signal processing that strips out background road hum and wind noise before it hits the ear. The 7.5-watt speaker pushes out enough volume to cut through heavy highway traffic without distorting into a fuzzy mess. That said, it is still a compact mono speaker, so music lovers might find it a bit flat for streaming entire albums, though it works fine for a quick podcast or clear GPS voice prompts on a road trip. One neat trick up its sleeve is the ability to link up with two separate mobile devices at the same time. Anyone who carries a work phone and a personal device simultaneously will appreciate not having to constantly disconnect and reconnect. The physical layout keeps things refreshingly simple too. Huge volume buttons sit right on the front bezel, making them stupidly easy to tap blindly without taking eyes off the steering wheel. Nobody wants to hunt for tiny, flush-mounted buttons while merging onto a fast-moving freeway. It even talks back, literally. A built-in voice guidance system casually announces the current battery level and connection status out loud, so there's no guessing whether it is actually paired or about to die mid-commute. Speaking of power, the battery stamina is respectable enough to survive weeks of daily driving on a single charge without needing a constant leash to the dashboard cigarette lighter. Of course, it isn't completely flawless. The matte plastic casing feels a little lightweight in the hand, almost bordering on cheap, though once it clips onto the sun visor, nobody is really staring at the finish anyway. It also relies on older auxiliary connection methods rather than housing a modern USB-C port for charging, which feels slightly dated in this day and age. But look, if the main goal is staying legal, keeping hands on the wheel, and hearing callers clearly without spending a fortune on a fancy dash stereo upgrade, this little gadget gets the job done cleanly and without any drama.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.